Hey, this is When I Feel Low. How's it going? So, the audience often perceives things differently than you do as the performer. So yesterday, I had an interesting busk. I hadn't played in over 4 weeks, and I was not really feeling like I wanted to. That's unusual. Usually when I've gone that long, I'm like itching to play. A month is like the longest I go before I'm just like, I gotta play. But this time it was actually like I had to force myself. It's okay, that happens sometimes. And so I did. I made myself go out. It was a Sunday, and I went out to a spot where I know that it's safe. Meaning I'm not going to get told to leave. And I started playing, and like I said, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't really like excited. I wasn't playing that well. Honestly, I was playing better than I thought I would have played, given that I was so out of practice. And the time I played before that, there was a month break. So really that means I've played this, at this point I'm playing twice in 2 months. So yeah, I pick up the guitar at home and dink around on it, and that keeps me a little bit up to snuff. But I don't spend very much time. I'm play 1 or 2 songs. One of the songs that I'm working on and have kind of almost got it down is the Bee Gees' Someone to Love. And I actually did that pretty well. First time I've ever done it well. It's like the second time I've played it, third time I've played it at an actual busk, and it actually came out pretty nice. So the thing is that, like I said, by the third song, actually had a lady walk up to me, and she goes, "Oh wow, you sound so good." She says, "You can sing too." She's like, "People need to be out there listening to you. The world needs to hear you." Says you can make lots of money and all this stuff. And she put a bill inside my bucket on the ground. And I just thanked her profusely. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome. I love those kind of compliments. I love all compliments, but she was really letting me know that she thought I sounded great and all that, and that I should get out there and play for more people and what have you." So she walked away, and then or she went into the store, and then I continued playing. And then after a few more songs, I decided to look inside the bucket and see how much she gave me, because I did see right away that she put in something higher than a 1 or a 5, because I saw the president's face on the bill, and it wasn't Lincoln, and it wasn't Washington, which is 5 and 1. And I was like, okay, but I couldn't recognize the face, and I didn't even know what denominations the other bills were. So finally, it's like 3 songs later, I reach in the bucket, turn the bill over, and I see it's a $100 bill. I was like beside myself. I was like, this is amazing. I've had like a really high tip. I think I got 100, 150 once during the Christmas season, which is really, that's when people are in that kind of a giving spirit. But I don't recall ever getting a $100 bill anytime else during the year. It's very rare. And so I was just super excited to have that. And to be honest, like I was ready. I was like kind of almost, even though I had just started, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to make it through this busk, because I really wasn't feeling it. And so you better believe that kind of did 2 things. Getting that $100 bill, one, made me feel like, okay, if I don't want to stay, who cares? Like I could leave right now and be like, that was an amazing busk. But I knew I needed the practice. I needed to go through all the songs, so I stuck it out. I kept going. Man, bird sound like he's getting choked to death. So I did stick it out, and then I continued to get really good compliments, and like it turned out to be really nice, even though I thought I was not playing well. So this is an example of the $100 bill, the people continuing to tell me I sounded good, when honestly I didn't think I really did. I'm not cutting myself short. I know I've played better. It's just that simple. So I'm not lying. I mean, I'm not lying to myself or deceiving myself when I thought, oh, I don't sound that good. I mean, maybe I'm being hard on myself in that I'm like, I don't need to feel that way, and I think that's correct. I don't think I need to feel like, oh yeah, you're not worthy. I don't care. I am worthy, and I go out there and I do what I do, regardless. But it just goes to show that the audience perceives something different than the performer. A lot of times. Obviously, when you just straight up fuck up, everyone's perceiving that the same way. But these little mistakes that I make, I try to hide them. I try to cover them up. I do this, I do that, and I like recover, right? So that's for the audience's benefit. And I think it works. And so they don't even know when I mess up a lot of times. Now the thing is, musicians, watching other musicians, they're gonna be the ones who might catch that. That's just the way it works. They know what's up because they do it themselves, right? So they know. But the general population, the general audience, they don't know. And that's part of the beauty of art and performing and the magic and the illusion. Again, this bird that sounds like it's being choked to death. And I'm about to walk right under it. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to use some AI voice isolation at this part of the video, that's for damn sure. I'll let you hear it for now. Okay, he doesn't like to be put on the spot like that. So another example of thinking something's gonna land a certain way with the audience and finding out you're completely wrong is with YouTube videos. So the best performing video on my channel is a cover of the song Heat Waves by Glass Animals. And that video I posted, that was a song I was doing in my set because I honestly thought, I remember I was traveling in Las Vegas and I was hearing this song. It came up in my like YouTube music and I thought, oh, I love this song. I love it. I thought it was badass and beautiful at the same time. And I also thought this sound. I know the song this was only like 2 years ago that I added it into my set, and maybe 3, yeah, 2 years ago. And I mean, I thought, oh, this is a more modern song and a more popular song, which I don't even know that. I just know compared to the stuff I normally listen to, like I love 60s and classic rock music. And most of my music probably, I mean, Beatles are my number one. If you listen to all my songs all in my set, most of the covers are Beatles songs, hands down. I've always been kind of an oldies guy. I love oldies. But I love it all. I mean, and there's stuff I find from today that's coming out now that I love. The thing is, that song that song Heat Waves, I thought it was new, but it was already pretty old, or a few years old at least. But it's new for me, right? And so, thing is, I did have this thought, like, oh, I should, you know, if I put this in my set, like, I'll get a more younger audience who's interested in what they'll hear it, and they'll be like more, oh, cool, I like this song, you know, and then I'll get more tips, right? But yeah, so I did. I actually learned it, and I put it in my set, and I didn't really see much of a difference as far as like, oh, younger crowd giving me a rubberneck, checking out this, like, oh, look, he's doing a song I know. I didn't really notice that. I don't notice that. I still play it, and I don't see much of a difference. But when I decided to make a video of just that one song, took that song out of my busk and made a video for it, I thought, okay, I'm not gonna post this. I was like, this is like an old dude trying too hard. That's what I felt like for a second. So I was afraid to post it. But then I quickly realized, I'm like, who cares? I really like this song. Like, people might think that I'm just some old guy trying to like get a younger audience or whatever, but I know the truth is that I just like the fucking song. And I also did something I thought was pretty clever, is I noticed that song has a very similar chorus, the chords, as What You Say by Jason Derulo, which is another song I really like. I mean, that song's probably like 20 years old now. But it's a more modern, you know, poppy, R&B, whatever you want to call that genre song. And I did find a way to like kind of mash up those two songs, and that's how I perform the song in my set. And so yes, that video is Heat Waves by Glass Animals with a little bit of What You Say by Jason Derulo. And Jason Derulo. But okay, so I posted the video, and I was like, I don't really care what people think. And you know what? The video is my #1 video on my channel to this day. It's over 1,000 views. None of my other videos have beat that, I mean, I have some that are close to that, but that's the #1 video. And this just, again, goes to show that the perception of the audience is different than what you think as the performer. You know, if you feel like you just want to do it, then just do it. You know? And you're gonna make these videos that you think are fucking masterpieces, and you're gonna get 2 views. It doesn't matter. You just keep making what you want to make. Yes, you got to think about the audience sometimes. Or, I mean, it just depends on your goals. You know, there's a science to, like, I heard Mr. Beast, who's like the #1 YouTuber in the world on the platform. If he still is at this moment, I don't know, but he was, if he isn't now. And yeah, he's got that shit down to a science, and all it's about for him, it's about views, getting the views. Like, that is what he's trying to do. With every single thumbnail, every single shot, every single edit, he's got a whole fucking team helping him do that. But for me, yes, I have tried to edit my videos to please the audience, or what I think will please the audience. And I've tried to make videos short so that nobody gets bored, you know, and B-roll and all this stuff. And by the way, these videos, these last 4 videos, this being the 4th, is me just saying, no, I don't have time right now to be like editing like that. And so but I don't want my channel to die, so I'm making videos like this, and hopefully somebody multiple somebodies find it interesting enough that I get enough views to like make a difference in somebody's life. So yes, that busk yesterday, $100 tip, multiple compliments, people thanking me for being there when I didn't really want to be there, when I didn't think I sounded good. I had one of my best non-holiday busks ever. Altogether, I made $152.99, I believe. That also includes a $10 Venmo tip that somebody scanned my sign, my QR code on my sign. So it was amazing. You know, the tips. I'm not saying that it was amazing because of the tips, but a $100 tip is amazing. So yes, it was amazing. But what was more amazing about it is that it taught me a few things, you know, like it reinforced a few things. It's like I didn't want to go, but I went anyways because I knew that this is something I love and I'm not always going to feel like doing it. But, you know, letting it go past a month of not doing what I love it's sort of, it's not cool. Like I gotta force myself. And then once I get myself out there, I feel good. And, you know, of course, having a $100 tip and all the compliments just made it that much more easy to feel good about it. But it taught me that, yes, go out there anyways, and then also taught me that you think you sound like shit, but guess what? Other people didn't. So I think that covers that. So hey, if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. You're the shit. If you feel the urge to like or subscribe, I appreciate that as well. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.